I said something last week about tithing and they edited it. You may have seen that online. They edited it, cut some parts, and said, I said people should sell their things. Somebody said to me, Apostle, did you really say it? I said, yes, I said it. What can you do? No, why you going online defending? And my pastor didn't say so. If they said, go there and comment, yes, he said so. What can you do? Why you begging, talking as if you want anybody explanation? If what I didn't say, you say I said so, okay, I now said so. What can you do? Look at the way this man of God is talking, and you go there, say, no, that's not what my pastor meant. Go there, say, yes, my pastor actually said so. What can you do? I look at him and say, yes, if you say I said so, at this stage of my life, I became a millionaire at 19. I was 19 years when I had my first 4 million naira. 19. And what 4 million naira was then? Mama is seated there. I will give her money in bundles to keep for me in courtship. I was giving out cars before Omega started. So what are you talking about? So I'm not saying this in any form of arrogance. If there's a preacher that is not preaching for money, it's me. I told God, if you call me out, let's have a deal. Aside, will you allow me to do other things that can help me get money? He said, go ahead. I said, fine. I will answer the call. I don't believe in full time. Never. Me full time. Full time what? Allow me to do other things. Allow my wife to do other things. My pastor, some of them do things. They have things they do on the side. I allow them do it. So he said, is it true you said so? I said, yes, I said so. That people should sell their things. I said, yes, all their property. Did I say that? Did I say that? I didn't say that. I didn't say that. But that thing you want to hear, I will help you hear it. I never, how can I say, no, that's fraud. That's criminal. Telling people to sell their things, that's criminal. That's fraud. That's not how God operates. But since that's what you heard, okay, I said so. So now that I've said so, what can you do? Why did I go? Why did I buttress? Don't live life to suit people's expectations. Don't corner or curve your life to suit people's expectations. When you leave this world, you are going to give account. Did you fulfill purpose? It's not about doing what you feel you should do. Doing what God has. That's why the first prayer must be, Lord, why am I here? Who am I? You think I wanted to stay now with you? Me? 6 months. When God told me, carry your things, go to Auchi, I entered the vehicle. I stopped in Redeem Camp and I stayed there for 40 days. Begging God. Say, God, please, another place. Okay, I'll manage Bauchi. Because, you know, everybody should understand. All of us here, I don't know anybody who comes from a good village. All of us have been told stories about our village. Am I correct? Everybody have been told. There's one. The way my mother spoke to us about this place, it's as though once you just enter like this, they'll just start killing you. That's what. So when God said go, I said, and the Lord said, that is your purpose. Hey, you have no idea how this place was 21 years ago. Someone has a shop now, and you are busy trying to rear or raise chickens and pigs, and God said, no, this is not what I said you to do. I called you the line of business, but this way you. So it's important that you understand purpose and begin to know how to pursue that purpose with the knowledge of God. Because once you understand, the first thing you do when you discover purpose, you build your mind. Now look at that. Look at something. In Matthew 5, I think verse 28, I think, Jesus said, any man that looks on a woman to lust after her has committed adultery already. Okay, just looking, and not just to look, to lust after her, has already committed it even without doing it. Okay, now I'm bringing that scripture. Remove the moral of that scripture, pick the context. Remove the adultery, remove the woman. Let's focus on the look lustfully and has committed. Let's pick the context. Jesus is saying that when you look at a thing, to the extent that your mind has left your body and entered into that thing, you already have that thing. If you look at a woman lustfully, You look at her, you look at her height, you look at her legs, you look at her hands, you look at this, because in your heart, remove the morality, take the context. If you look at success, you look at the height, you look at the depth, it means that you have already committed the sin of success. Oh, nobody's fun I'm talking about. So God is saying, oh yeah, not getting what I'm talking about this morning. So when you look at healing, you look at greatness, you study greatness, you consider greatness, you talk greatness, you pray greatness, you look for scriptures on greatness, you pursue greatness, you confess greatness. The Bible says in the realm of the spirit, you are already a great person. All you have to do is to walk into that greatness. You are not following me today. So, I'm wasting your time. He said, lock the door. Lock the door. Number one, to discover purpose or to be a vessel in God, hunger. Somebody say hunger. You need hunger. You need to be dissatisfied with your current satisfaction. Sir, there is something more than where you are. There is a purpose in God. There's a realm in God. Somebody say hunger. Matthew chapter 5 verse 6. Blessed are they that hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Sir, if you want to be filled in life, it's on the platform of uncommon hunger. Sir, do you know the natural is different from the spiritual hunger? In the natural hunger, once you are giving what you hunger for, you are satisfied. But the spiritual hunger, the more you are giving, the more you are hungry. The more you see God, the more you are hungry for God. The more you see a dimension of God, the more something inside you is hungry. I look at the church, we are too satisfied. Somebody is not fulfilled and is calm. Somebody is giving a medical report and is normal. Somebody is being told by the doctor that he has few months to live and is quiet. Somebody sees his life, his finances are shaking and is calm. Somebody, sir, don't rest. When life put pressure on you, put pressure on God. When life put pressure on you, you put pressure on God. Tell somebody hunger. Am I talking to somebody here? We are a generation of satisfied people. A generation that's so normal, no hunger, no pursuit, no desire. Now, am I communicating here? That is what is upset in the church. A generation of satisfied people. A generation. Look at a man called Nehemiah. Nehemiah was a bartender. He was a bartender. He was one also in the kitchen department of the king. The Bible says in Nehemiah chapter 1 verse 1, Nehemiah the son of Akaliah. There are three Nehemiahs. There was a Nehemiah in the book of Ezra. There was another Nehemiah. This was the third Nehemiah. The Bible says Nehemiah the son of Akaliah. Akaliah means wait on the Lord. Nehemiah means comfort of the Lord. Akaliah gave birth to Nehemiah. Akaliah means what? Wait on the Lord. Nehemiah means, and Akaliah gave birth to Nehemiah. So those who wait on the Lord will enjoy the comfort of the Lord. Those that wait on the Lord will bet the comfort of the Lord. If you read Nehemiah chapter 1 from verse 1 to verse 4, Nehemiah was sitting down. They brought a news that the walls have been broken down. Everybody heard the news. Everybody heard the same story. Everybody had the same thing. But in verse 4, Nehemiah said, as I heard, I wept. That's passion. That is burden. Taking common information with an uncommon passion. Collecting common information with uncommon passion. He said, as I heard it, I wept. I look at the family. Everybody seemed to be satisfied, but I'm weeping. I see my brothers, I see my sister. They are living a normal life as if nothing is happening. But I look at the family, I know something is wrong. I weep. In this family line, matana, patana, nobody has risen beyond the level, and all of them are comfortable. But me, I weep. Nehemiah said, I wept. And guess what? As he wept, he began to fast. He forgot days. Sir, he forgot days. When body is present, sacrifice is easy. When people say they pray 5 hours, they pray 10 hours, they pray 20 hours, you're asking, what are they praying for? It is burden. Burden. When a man goes into the place of prayer with burden, time flies. He travels into the realm of spirit, and he sees himself making connectivity with spirit and celestial beings. He's trafficking the realm of immortals. Why? Because there's a burden in his heart. Am I communicating here? Am I communicating? There's a burden. You don't care. You don't care. Last year, something just told me, I said, let me put, I was just trying to put my head around what we spent as I travel around the world on tickets and programs, organizing meetings. Sit down. As I was trying to, when I did some calculation, I was getting close to 7-8 months. I stopped. It was 9 zeros, not 6, 9 zeros. I was screaming for the gospel. Take your seat. For the gospel. Why don't I feel it? Burden. Why will a medical student be in medical school for years? You 4 years you graduated, he's still in school. If you leave school, you enter medical school. Why? There's a burden to be a doctor. So no matter what he passes through, he doesn't feel it. Am I communicating here? No matter what he passes through, he doesn't feel it. When a woman has a burden for God, when you pray and you fast, you are not aware. It is people that tell you are losing weight, you are not even aware. When there's a dimension of God you are pursuing, you are giving, you are sowing, you drop your car, you drop land, you are not aware. I went to a service one time, a man of God was talking, I dropped my car key. Do you know I was already at the junction waiting for a taxi before I remember that I came with a car? I was at the junction. I said, wait, I was coming here. I drive. I went to the park. I parked. I entered the church. Okay. What happened? Oh, I went to the altar. I dropped car. Usher came later, led me to the car. I opened the PGO, gave them documents. I'm at the junction now. No. I was too crazy to calculate. Too crazy. Am I communicating right now? Am I communicating? Too crazy. I remember my first year in marriage. One time I walked to my wife. I was fasting 1 day, 2. But the third day, second day evening, I went to her. I said, have I eaten? She was looking at me. She said, they have been bringing your food. I said, I have not eaten. 2 days and I was not aware. Because someone's head is filled with burden. Burden. But someone else is just there. No hunger. We are in a generation that is so satisfied. Life is making the generation lazy. Anything they want, they Google it. Not knowing that Google is an engine. It's a search engine. Google lies. Google has no conscience. No, Google has no conscience. When you get back, just Google. Is Google 100% accurate? Google will tell you no. Even Google will betray Google. That's not what I'm talking about. So it is stupid for you to say, I found this. No, sir. There are things there that are not right. You have to do proper research and proper study. Are you following what I'm talking about? Proper research and proper study. We're in a generation that has become so lazy. Nehemiah, when he heard that the walls are broken down, whether you believe it or not, today the walls are broken down. Walls of businesses, everything, things are shattered. God is looking for a generation of people that will rebuild the broken walls. A generation of people that will rebuild the walls again. Am I communicating? A generation that will build the walls of finances, build the walls of academic, build the walls of the medical profession, build the walls again. That God is raising up a generation of people that will rebuild. Sir, as you hunger for God, the proof of your hunger is that you continually hunger. You are deep in God. Hunger. One of the evidence of hunger is selflessness. Selfless. Once you are hungry for God, you are selfless. You are selfless. I heard somebody was telling me that somebody left church and said the reason she left church because nobody helped her when she was going through trial. Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. The church is not a charity home. It's a spiritual house. We help people because we are led by the Spirit. Stop thinking that help in church is turn by turn. Stay at home. They gave that one, they didn't give me. That's not what you are doing here. You are selfless. You are here to serve God. You are here to serve God. You are selfless. Do you know why Ananias? Let me ask you a question. Why do you think that when Ananias and Sapphira brought the land, it was theirs? They gave to the Lord. And after selling the land, the man held back the funds. And Peter said, you have not lied to the Holy Ghost. And the man dropped and died. Why? What was God trying to teach us? This man gave part of it. What will you take his life? God was trying to institutionalize selflessness. That if you are selfless, your selflessness should be total. Don't serve God and hold back anything. Selfless, lay your life on the altar. A proof of hunger is that you are selfless. You are working for God. You are giving out to God. You are slaving for God. And you are not even aware. Selfless. The best prayer anybody can pray is, oh Lord, deliver me from myself. Because you are your greatest enemy. No wonder Jesus said in John 12:25. Okay, bring that up again. God bless you, media. Whoever that person is, I'll give you one chicken. No. Okay, is Google 100% accurate? No, Google is not 100%. Okay, remove him. Google betrayed no conscience. Am I talking to somebody right now? Hunger. There are people today who don't understand. Jesus said in John 12:25, he that loveth his life shall lose it. When you overlove yourself, is a proof you have no hunger for God. God said, you, this your flesh, this your desire, this your will, this your pursuit, this your emotion is your greatest enemy. What does your flesh say? This man has said this to you. Carry your phone, type a text that when he read it, he will know that nobody can talk to you anyhow. That is self. But spirit says no. Shut down the flesh. That is why if you see before Jesus said that in verse 24 of John chapter 12, he said, except a corn of wheat fall to the ground and die, it abideth alone. But when they die, it brings forth much fruit. God says, I want to use you, I want to help you, but you are still alive. Until your flesh dies. Except a corn of wheat fall to the ground and die. Not my will, but thy will be done. My emotion said I should react, but your will be done. My mind tells me not to take this nonsense, but your will be done. My mind tells me that I feel used, but your will be done. My mind tells me that this person is taking advantage, but your will be done. I don't like the way my husband is talking, but your will be done. And there's a generation of people. Am I communicating here? Am I communicating at all?